At no time did any officer fire their weapons. The perpetrator is a 16-year-old criminal group member, and our officer who was injured is a 4-year veteran.
He was arrested at 14 years old for being in possession of a gun. At 16, he's arrested again, and this time he discharged the gun. What is it going to take?
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Man, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses. Mwah. Hey, y'all. Y'all know what? I am so sorry, but when I tell y'all I love this introduction, this is like my best introduction. Of all the intros that I have done, this one is definitely the best to me, hands down. So, I hope y'all don't mind, but we finna run this whole little part back one more again because I want y'all to hear exactly what this man had to say. Here we go.
At no time did any officer fire their weapons. The perpetrator is a 16-year-old criminal group member, and our officer who was injured is a 4-year veteran.
He was arrested at 14 years old for being in possession of a gun. At 16, he's arrested again, and this time he discharged the gun. What is it going to take?
You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Me and Jason gonna clean it up. That's who gonna clean it up. What we gonna do? We gonna get the missus and Jason. That's what they gonna do.
You're
What's up, Jason?
what up, though? What's good?
What up, dog? Not much. Just
We chilling. We ready, kicking it, right? It's been a hell of a week. It's been super busy. I hope everybody ready. It's Black History Month. Today is also Chinese New Year, 2222.
Yes.
I mean? So if you ain't manifested yet today, get your manifestation on before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Put something in the air. The best way they say to do it right now is to write down your manifestation, put it under a glass of water, repeat that manifestation. What is the word? Manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
And then wait about 2-3 hours on a dot. Drink that water, and then your manifestation shall be yours.
All right. And today is 2222.
That part.
Yes.
That part.
And I read today that y'all might not want to hear this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Everybody that's alive right now, okay? Everybody that's walking and breathing right now. Unfortunately, y'all, when this happen again, all of us gonna be dead.
Shit, thank you. All right.
I'm sorry, but I just thought that was interesting myself. Hey, right. Julie. Hey, Mama Peach. Mama Peach says she in the building watching, baby. She here. Now, don't forget, y'all, everything tonight is explicit language. It is also
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Now, did y'all see my pictures in the back? Did y'all see the pictures in the back? Hold on, let me make sure y'all saw the pictures in the back. Hold on. Hey, y'all. Now y'all can see a little bit behind us. Okay.
Let me stop. Let me stop. Before
3
you turn this
seconds.
off.
3 seconds.
That's it. All right. That's it. So they turn this off. Let me stop it.
He talking about my boots, y'all. But my boots was fly. My
They
boots was
fly.
fly, baby.
They
They
fly
was
as
fly.
hell.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Now y'all gonna see my boots all throughout the show. Shout out to Face Card photography, whatever. But face card.
Photography.
I said that wrong. I'm
We up
sorry,
here
y'all.
messing up all these words.
I know you ain't talking. You messed up something in the beginning.
That's what I said. We
you said we.
up here messing up all these words.
I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my microphone closer.
There we go.
That's better, Jason?
That's it right there.
All right, we in here, baby. We in the building. Let me get my camera so y'all can see all of me. There you go. Hey, booze. Now, y'all, we have a show for y'all tonight. We just gonna jump right on in. Cause when look, Julie said y'all both struggling. And Julie, since I have Julie on the show right now, I want to show y'all. This is what Julie bought me. Yes, thank you, cuz. Hold on, let me move my fingers. Okay, I don't want to spill. There you go. Peachy Kisses, baby. And then it's this hard part on the back.
That's nice.
It's very hard.
That's
and
nice.
Then in the inside, it got the colors in the inside. It's very pretty, but y'all know you really can't see it because of how my whole setup is here at home. It's okay because I can see it and I'm enjoying it. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it, boo. Now, we finna get started because, like I said, we have a show for y'all tonight. I don't be wanting to say Jason fantastic, great, or something like that, especially on Peachy News Night. But I'm going to say a very informative show tonight.
Yeah, I was just about to use that same word. Very informative.
Exactly. So let's get started. Y'all. We're going to go to Memphis. We're going to Memphis. Oh, let me take Julie comment down. So for the people that just came in. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Now let's get started. Jason, we ain't got to hit mute tonight. We ain't got to hit mute at all. Everything is taken care of tonight. So you just sit back and relax and have a good time.
That part.
All right. We could both do some comments. We could do that. So we can do something. All right. Here we go, y'all. We're going to Memphis. And this is currently right here. Memphis, what the story we about to start off with. This is current as of today. Everything. Here we go.
A 2-day-old baby is missing. TBI has now issued a statewide Amber Alert for the baby you see here on your screen. Action News 5's Parker King live with the latest on the search for this child. Parker, this just grips any parent's heart.
Oh, it would, Joy, absolutely. And the latest is the reason we're here right now on Mud Island, what was a heavy police presence here, we're told by Memphis police, could be connected to the case of this missing baby. Take a look at your screen. We've got that for you, a couple of pictures. This is 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle, 2 days old. Last seen in the Whitehaven neighborhood last night at the intersection of Sedgwick and Levi. Memphis police would release information earlier this morning, of a shooting that took place in that exact location. The victim turned out to be Kennedy Hoyle's mother, a 27-year-old Memphis woman whose identity has not been confirmed by police at this time. Kennedy Hoyle was not located at the scene, but when law enforcement pieced together the narrative and realized she should have been in the backseat of the vehicle, they issued a statewide a statewide Amber Alert for the state of Tennessee, and this is what's been happening so far going into this morning. Searches underway with what we believe to be is happening here on Mud Island. We've been doing our due diligence, reaching out to folks to get more information on this. If you know anything or have any information on this case or have seen Hoyle, you're asked to call Memphis Police at 901-545-2677 or the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI. Fine. We're going to have more information for you in our afternoon coverage. But for now, live in Memphis, Parker.
All right, y'all. So the young lady was going to take the baby to the doctor. Hey, Rashonda boo. So she was basically getting ready to take the baby to the doctor because the baby was just 2 days old. And on her way to the doctor, we don't know. We do have an update. But I'm gonna play. We got one more clip to play before I show the update. But they did find her. They found her body. They found the car first, and the body was located a little ways from the car. But the baby is missing. Jason, you got something to say?
It's fishy to me right now. Custody. You know what I mean? That's what that's what I'm moving towards to. 2 days old, family members, you know what I'm saying, the other family, the other part that helped create the baby.
Exactly.
Might have some issues with it. I hope hearing or looking at these next two clips, it gives us some more sound information. But when it comes to a baby, man, like, you can't be playing with people's kids, man. No matter what kind of relationship you two going through, you definitely have to, protect the child. The child is
number one.
Right, all day.
Number one. All right, Rashia. Hey, Rashia. Rashia said that's sad. All I can think about is the baby being hungry and needing her mom.
You hear me? What up, though,
Hmm.
friend? I see you. That's my homie right there.
Hey, homie. What's going on, homie? Homie, don't forget to subscribe to Peachy Tea Time, girl.
You feel me?
And make sure everybody follow Jason just as well. Jason be kicking it on goddamn TikTok.
We get it in on TikTok. Yeah.
Yes, he gets it in. So y'all gotta check him out. But let's go ahead and get into this next clip. We still talking about the baby Kennedy. Here we go.
On your Wednesday morning, and we continue to follow breaking news. Memphis police are on the hunt for a 2-day-old baby who disappeared from a Whitehaven neighborhood. Thank you for joining us. I'm Zanetta Lowe.
And I'm Todd Demers. And what we want to do is go right out to Quamitra Wilburn. Quamitra, I understand you talked with the grandmother of the baby. What did she have to say?
Yeah, well, according to the grandmother, that infant is not the only person missing. According to that grandmother, the infant's mother is missing as well. Now, right now, we're standing on Windcrest Road, which is just a few feet away from the family home. You can see officers are out here. They are speaking with family, and we have been speaking with family all morning long. And let me tell you something. The grandmother is just devastated. We're in the area. Well, according to family members, I want you to take a good look at your screen. This is who the police are looking for. This is 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle. Police say she was last seen around 11:30 last night with her mother in the area of Sedgwick and Levi Road. But according to family members, her mother, 27-year-old Danielle Hoyle, was taking her newborn to the hospital to receive her shots. That was the last time, according to Danielle's mother, that she last spoke to her daughter, and also around the last time she also saw her grandbaby. But just a few hours later, according to Danielle's mother, detectives came to her door asking her mother what car Danielle drives. That car was found over in the area of Neely and Levi Road, where police have it blocked off. They were called to that area because they received a call about an abandoned vehicle that's believed to belong to Danielle. Now, and that's also about a half a mile from where she and the baby was last seen. As you can imagine, there's a lot of pressure in the department to find both mother and child. Now, we're still trying to gather all the facts, but according to family members, they tell us that police also found a body in that area. It is not clear who that person is. We have not confirmed that with police, but that is according to family members. I can tell you that the forensic medical examiner was on the scene, and homicide detectives were on scene as well. But again, they have not identified who that person is. This is all according to the mother of Danielle, who's also the grandmother of that 2-day-old baby, Kennedy Hoyle. Again, that mother says she is just desperate for answers. Here's what she had to say.
They say it was an active crime scene. I don't even know where it is. They said they were going to do fingerprints and DNA to try to figure out if it's her. If not, I have to come and identify her. But she had my grandbaby. And she's 2 days old. I just want her to come home. They can't find her. They're looking for her.
As of right now, from what we know, according to family members and according to what police have told us, we know 2-day-old Kennedy Hoyle is missing. And according to family members, 27-year-old Danielle Hoyle is still missing. If you know where they could be, you are encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers immediately at 528-CASH. Again, this family, they are just devastated. They are looking for answers. Police have been out here all night trying to gather more information, asking questions, and just seeing what they can find. They've also been at that other scene over in Neely and Levi, where they are also conducting an investigation that's believed to be a part of this situation here. So again, if you know anything, you are encouraged to contact Crime Stoppers at 528-CASH. We are going to be on top of this all morning, and we will make sure to bring you the latest updates as soon as we get them. Reporting.
All right. Am I up here? Yep, I'm up here. All right, y'all. Here is the update. Excuse me. Brandon Isabel, the father of missing newborn Kennedy Hoyle, has been charged with first degree murder 2 times, murder in the perpetration of aggravated kidnapping, especially aggravated kidnapping and tampering, fabricating with evidence in connection with the deaths of Danielle and Kennedy Hoyle. Kennedy Hoyle has not been located. However, evidence suggests that she is deceased. The search will continue to recover her remains. A male who is known to the victims has been detained. Kennedy Hoyle is still missing. Missing child. If you know where Kennedy Hoyle is, call police immediately at 911 or Crime Stoppers, y'all. That's messed up.
You know, what goes through a person's mind and their emotions is really beyond me. It may be difficult and it may be tough, especially if you're not knowing if you're going to see your daughter or not, or if you have all this hatred for the mother or whatever the case may be, that you don't take the time to like pray about it and try to work something out for the child's sake, because you can still make this child an amazing human being by, co-parenting as much as possible. Even if you guys don't like each other, you don't have to like each other. You just have to be there for your child, for that person that's on this world. For this child to be 2 days old and to go to the extent that this man allegedly went to is crazy. I mean, there obviously has to be more to the story. I will hope there is, but it still does. Even knowing more about the story doesn't, validate why this happened. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So continue to pray for this family, because that's wild, especially to not know if that child is alive yet or still.
Exactly. And to me, it sounds like, like me and Jason said, everything is allegedly on here. But after looking at the research, doing the research and, coming up with my own conclusion. And like I said, everything is allegedly. But I just had the feeling that maybe, if she was on her way taking the baby to the doctor, I'm thinking that she went and picked him up. The baby was only 2 days old.
Right.
So she probably went and picked him up to go with her to take the baby to the doctor or to the hospital rather to get the shots.
Yeah.
And then things just took a turn for the worse
Yep.
in that
0
car
to 100 real quick.
real quick. Real quick. So that's very, very sad, y'all. It really is. Um Shalana said, "You can't pray for crazy. Peace is made of steel." That peace is made of steel,
Hey,
baby.
hey, she said you better have that effing ready to go.
Better
You know what
have
I'm
it
saying?
ready to go
Protect
at all
yourself. You gotta
times.
protect yourself.
Yeah, you got to protect
It be
yourself,
the
ladies.
closest ones,
And men
man.
too.
It be the
And men
closest
too.
ones.
Yeah. Veronica said, when I first seen this, they said something about the father girlfriend.
Mm.
I had heard that too. I heard that too in the beginning that maybe the girlfriend had something to do with it and that the girlfriend had took the baby and everything, but they still haven't been able to find this baby.
So I watch a lot of movies, you feel me?
Mm,
And there gotta be like a lot of motive to do what they done. Whoever did what they
exactly.
did. My thing is this, like, does she have a life insurance that we don't know about that, you know what I'm saying, that this 27-year-old gonna get cashed out on? You know what I mean? Like, why are
Who?
we taking the life
Who
of
gonna
this?
get cashed out? He wasn't gonna get cashed out.
I'm just
They
that's
weren't married.
that's why I say I watch a lot of movies, man. You know what I'm saying? There'd be motive behind it. But from this, it really doesn't seem like there's any motive behind it other than maybe jealousy, other than maybe pure hatred. You know what I mean? Like,
Or maybe the conversation just went left
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
and
I don't think
somebody snapped.
nobody words on this God green earth is gonna push me to murder somebody and kidnap a child and potentially
Exactly.
kill the child.
Potentially killed child.
You know what
Because
I mean?
again, you guys, they do not know where this baby is at. Shalana said, "Women are the most unprotected people on the planet." Yes, and I'm gonna take it a step further and say black women. All
Yeah, it
right,
is.
moving right along. Tiffany said, "Lord, we need you to cover this family right now. I pray that you come down and be with them in the midst of the storm and give them peace. And I pray that justice will be served in the name of Jesus. Amen."
Amen.
Amen,
Amen.
Tiffany. Amen. Amen. Veronica said they said he didn't want the baby.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. Shit.
That could be
But
that could
even
be too.
I
That could be
mean,
too.
yeah.
Rashia said it's just pure evil. You have to be evil to kill a 2-day old.
You gotta
Yes,
be like, you know what I'm saying?
that's
Like
beyond
deaths of
evil.
hell. Like you the devil Ace Boone Coon at this point. He look,
They
that's
bros. This is my bruh. They bruh.
that is terrible, man.
That beyond
But
terrible.
if Veronica is correct and presumably is a good, you know what I'm saying, way of saying this, that he didn't want the baby. I get that. Like, but I still don't see how I can put myself to murdering somebody. Granted, you're gonna be in this system for 18 years. You have to, feed and not provide for this baby for that time period, and maybe even beyond. It depends on how you know what I'm saying, you really set up. But here's the thing, though, and I don't think people be getting this anymore. 27, and anybody in a early 30s and younger, they don't get that when you lay down with someone, there's a high chance. There's a 99.9999999%. Or is it what shot the other one? Is it 0.0000001% that you are going to create another life? There's a hell of a chance.
Mhm.
And especially if you don't wear that kind of contraceptive, you banking on the young lady having contraceptive, it's still the same amount of numbers. Maybe she don't want to take. If you lay down with this person, you have to take the responsibility of everything that comes after, whether it is another child, whether it is you catching something, whether it is you having something for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to take that responsibility.
I
Period.
agree 100%.
Period,
I agree
Pooh. That's my
100%.
line. You know what I mean?
Period, poo. All right. Tiffany said, "My thoughts exactly, sis. Evil was the first thing that popped in mind about this vicious monster. A monster he is. He sure is." All right, y'all. We finna go ahead and move on. We're gonna go into our talent for the night. You know, we ain't played our talent yet. So we finna go into our talent for the night. This is Miss Sammy Allen. For those that have been watching the show since day one, you have seen her played on the show. So here we go. Threw away your love letters. I thought it made me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. Know you're by your phone, boy, pick up your line. I ain't too proud to beg, no. What's been said has been said. Ooh, I need you to know you don't know what love is. I need you to know. You don't know, you don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, and you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night, oh, you don't know what love is. If you're too good to call many times, you say you know what love is, but I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, no. I swear you'll never see it in your life. All
Oh, she
right.
sang. She sang. And she was singing. She sang that shit out of that one. God
Yes,
damn.
she did. Yes, she did. And I was gonna go straight into the next clip, but the way you was looking down there, I was like, Jason got something
Man,
to say.
look here. I closed my eyes a couple times. I said, look, take me to that special place right now. She telling
That
me
she took you there.
about love that I forgot about. She said, you ain't stayed up at night. If you ain't that kind of love.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was crazy. But y'all, we finna go ahead and get it. We going to Family Dollar, Jason, again. We finna go
Oh,
back to
back to
Family
Family
Dollar.
Dollar, man. If
Be
you
back
guys
to
missed
Family
last
Dollar.
week, check in last week. Family Dollar had the mega. Look, y'all gonna see.
I need to redo that clip again and get the Here we go.
Again tonight, 6 with an employee robbed at knife point at a Metro Family Dollar store. But that employee had an ingenious way of helping police track down the alleged crook. Natalie Clydesdale now joins us. And Natalie, this woman really thinking fast.
Yeah, she was. While being threatened with a knife, the employee dropped a tracking device into the bag that the burglar was putting cash in. She says she's still too shaken up from the incident to talk with us about it, though.
Dale City 911 was location of your emergency.
Yes, ma'am, 3545 Southeast 15th. I just got robbed at knife point.
A Family Dollar employee calls for help just minutes after a terrifying robbery.
He took a glance around the front, and the next thing you know, he just started walking back towards my register area, and I was like, what can I help you, honey? Can I help you? And then I saw the knife, and I knew what he wanted.
He stole nearly $600 from the cash register and the employee's cell phone. But what he didn't know,
I put the cash tracker in the bag.
So it wasn't hard for police to track Kenta Watson down. The device showed he was only about 400 feet away. According to court documents, police found Watson, quote, sweating profusely in a house with several bills of money in both pockets. Watson was taken to the Oklahoma County Detention Center and booked for robbery with a dangerous weapon. The manager at the Family Dollar also did not want to talk on camera about the incident. Kenta Watson's court date is set for February 15th.
Yo, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen,
Hold
check
on.
out.
Let me say this. Let me do this
wait.
right quick.
First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, go check out last week and see what we were talking about with this Family Dollar deal. It wasn't the man, it was a rat. He got set up because of the rats that was in the last Family Dollar taking over. Fucking rats was ginormous and they robbing places. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. Secondly, my man's popped a Molly, and that's what it was. It was the drugs he was on. He had to be on some kind of drugs to rob a Family Dollar. How you
$600.
you get
He
away
got
from six?
$600.
Now you about to have attempted murder for $600, dog.
Sweating. Sweating. You know why he was sweating? This is why he was sweating.
they said they found him in the house sweating profusely with a few dollar bills in his pocket.
That's hilarious to me.
Bruh.
That
So-
is hilarious to me. I
check
said I
this.
got to add this to the roster.
Check this. I think we've all said some clever shit in our life, right? Like one of my clever shit that I like to say is somebody asks how I'm doing, I'm going, it's slow motion better than no motion, all motion, good motion. I could take those words, right? I could put it on a computer, on my phone, and then I could put it on a shirt. And I could put it then on a shirt, which is on a website that people can buy from and buy the shirt. If they like the saying or whatever I put out there, whatever pictures or drawings I put out there, they can buy the shirt and I'll get a small percentage of it. And I could just leave it there and I'll make money daily, as long as people buying it. And I don't even got to do nothing to it and it'll make money. I ain't got to go rob no Family Dollar for $600, dog. Like it can't be that bad out here where you gonna rob a Family Dollar at knife point. You on some kind of drugs, dog. The drugs cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It sure is. It sure is from what they say. It sure is.
My man said I got caught sweating profusely.
And then he only got 400 feet away.
I think it went around the corner, dog.
Now, if she slipped, I always gotta go somewhere else with it, y'all. If she just slipped a money tracker inside of his bag and the police popped up just like that and found him 400 feet away, I believe that they need to slip these money trackers inside these killers, gang members,
that part,
the one that's killing everybody. Just, everybody got a feeling that it's Pookie down the street.
Chip him up, put a collar on him or something. He gonna do something.
If you could do that, I'm sure y'all could put it in Pookie back.
She said definitely a crackhead move. Facts.
Definitely.
Facts.
Definitely a crackhead move. All right, y'all. Please share this video, y'all. Support me and Jason. Share our video so other people can watch this video at the same time live. Please share it. Y'all know y'all having a good time. Y'all having a good time tonight.
You don't have
y'all having a good time tonight.
You don't have to rob a Family Dollar to share this. Yeah, you ain't gotta put somebody at knife point just to click the share button. That's all I'm saying.
You do not have to. And you don't even have to do that to put them pictures in the comments, baby. It's all for free. It is all for free. All right, y'all. We finna move right along. Let's go to our main story for tonight. Here we go.
At no time did any officer fire their weapons. The perpetrator is a 16-year-old criminal group member, and our officer who was injured is a 4-year veteran.
He was arrested at 14 years old for being in possession of a gun. At 16, he's arrested again, and this time he discharged the gun. What is it going to take?
In this case, thankfully, the police officer survived, but law enforcement groups and New York City's mayor angry tonight that this young alleged gunman is out of jail.
He has not been charged with attempted murder of a police officer. And for a gun case for a 16-year-old, $250,000 insurance company bond is very, very reasonable.
The attorney for 16-year-old Cameron Williams says her client posted bond Thursday and is home tonight. Police say they recovered this gun from the teen rapper after police officer Kasim Panin was shot in the leg in the Bronx during a scuffle back on January 18th.
When they piled on top of him, he became a victim because the gun went off and he was shot in the groin. And when he was shot in the groin, that same bullet went out through his thigh, and that same bullet grazed the police officer in his leg.
New York City officials paint a different picture, fed up with gun violence.
He was arrested at 14 years old for being in possession of a gun. At 16, he's arrested again, and this time he discharged the gun.
Pennon was released from the hospital soon after and was recovering. But a total of 5 NYPD officers have been shot since the start of 2022. David Kaba is the senior director of Bronx Rises Against Gun Violence.
I wish when he got caught with the gun the first time that he came our way. I wish that he came our way. We need more programs like ours.
And even though the Bronx DA's office asked for remand at Williams' arraignment, the judge allowed for bail. PBA President Patrick Lynch calling the release disgraceful, saying in part, this individual chose to carry illegal guns twice. He chose to fight with and shoot a New York City police officer. Mayor Eric Adams also released a statement criticizing bail reform. New Yorkers should all be outraged that a repeat offender accused of shooting at a police officer is today walking free on bond because judges are precluded from even considering danger to the community. Cameron Williams is due back in court on February 4th. In the Belmont section of the Bronx,
Mayor saying flat out, this 16-year-old boy is a known dangerous person in the community who's been arrested time and time again for having illegal guns. At this point, he is still hospitalized. That police officer is out of the hospital this morning, recovering at home after police say that the boy's gun went off and it shot both of them. New video of that 4-year veteran officer released from the hospital overnight to applause from fellow officers and doctors. The cop is assigned to the 4A precinct and suffered a gunshot wound to the leg. You see them being wheeled out of the hospital there overnight. He actually got up and walked to the vehicle himself. So this morning, he's recovering at his house just hours after this life or death struggle. He was one of 6 police officers on patrol in the neighborhood near Lorillard Place and 3rd Avenue last night. They stopped to question a group of young men allegedly up to no good. As cops approached, a 16-year-old put his hands in his pockets and refused to show them. That's when police say a tense struggle ensued and a single round was fired from the suspect's gun. It first struck the teen's groin, then traveled into the cop's leg.
At no time did any officer fire their weapons. The perpetrator is a 16-year-old criminal group member, and our officer who was injured is a 4-year veteran.
He was arrested at 14 years old for being in possession of a gun. At 16, he's arrested again, and this time he discharged the gun. What is it going to take?
Police recovered this 9mm Sig Sauer gun they say belonged to the boy. It came back stolen from South Carolina, and the suspect is a known gang member, according to detectives, who was just put on probation last month for possession of a gun. They say his crew is in a gang war with another here in the Bronx. They are responsible for several murders of young people dating back to this past summer. Police tell us that this is the second officer who was hit by gunfire in the city in the last 18 days. We're live in the Bronx.
I'm sorry, I forgot to bring us back up.
Yeah.
Did she call it criminal group?
Hey, look, okay. There's so many directions we can go with this story. And guys that are watching, everybody in the chat, I want to understand where you guys are going to think about this as well. The reason why there's so many ways is because at this point, when it comes to the news, it's fighting for narrative. Like, who can have at this current moment a better narrative? And since it was a NYPD involved, they have the backing to give more of a better narrative to say that this guy is an endangerment to the community, blah, 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 all this, there, and the other. Okay. Now, if we want to realistically think about it and go the next route, right? He's a 16-year-old young man, black young man in New York. Now, I'm not going to sit here and give him rights to being able to hold a firearm under the age and illegally. I'm not going to say that. But within the last 5 to 10 years, his kind has been hunted by the kind that was not necessarily shot at, but shot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So now he has that. And not only that, he has, a rival gang that is after him. Yes, he has to protect himself. I'm not saying it's the right way. There's ways around it. He cannot be in a gang, and that'll help save yeah, that's a whole conversation as well. But he's in a gang. There's nothing to do about that right now. He's in a gang.
Exactly.
The reason he's probably in a gang is because one, his mother's is a single mother. He probably has a couple other siblings, and there's no love for him. There's nobody watching out for him, and there's no one that's helping him stay protected in these streets from police and other people that may or may not look like him. Exactly. He found a family that's going to protect him, and they gave him something to protect himself with, like no one else has. Right? So that's a story that we can look at, but no one's going to tell his story except for his prosecutor, not his prosecutor, but except for his lawyer. Exactly. And his lawyer's like, look, all right, so this happened. It was a struggle because he didn't want to show his hands, which he should have. And in the midst of that struggle, he cheddar bobbed himself. If you guys never seen 8 Mile, you know what that
exactly.
Cheddar bobbed himself. He shot himself, trying to probably either wrestle with the cop. The cop was trying to get his hands on the gun, whatever that may look like, and it went through his leg and then and then went into the cop's leg. All tragic events, but they don't need to be sitting here trying to paint this story as him being an absolute menace to the whole, borough of Bronx. You feel me? Maybe he is. Maybe he was. I don't know.
Well, he was a rapper too.
Right. But right now, it's just a show of narrative. Who can have the better narrative? And come on, man. You got the whole NYPD out to applaud a man that got grazed in the leg. The whole department.
I said the same thing.
Fist bumps and claps from I get, man. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, they did the whole night.
You hear me? Way to go, brother.
Fist bump. They did all that.
I get it. No one was harmed in a drastic way. Like no one was murdered, which is good. That is really good. That's a turning point. But again, you don't need the whole department on video giving this man fist bumps for something that, you know what I'm saying, him doing his job.
Exactly.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you ain't wrong. Hey, Denitra. Hey, Jewel. I see y'all done floated through the building, baby. It's Peachy News tonight. All right, y'all. Before we get into our next clip, we are done with that topic for tonight. We're going to go ahead and get into a couple commercials. And, Jason, we need to get you a commercial so that we can play during Peachy News just as well.
I'm ready.
All right.
Thank you.
So here we go. All right, it's your girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah. Now, I'm here right now at His 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. Make sure y'all check me out each and every Saturday. Not some Saturdays, not every other day on Saturday. Each and every Saturday, 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and 12 o'clock p.m. Pacific Time. Love you guys. Bye.
Begin tonight with some breaking news just into our newsroom. This is happening in Snellville.
Police are reporting an accidental shooting of a 7-year-old by a 9-year-old. We're told that a gun was left in a vehicle while an adult was picking up food at a local Chipotle. The child who was shot was conscious and taken to a local hospital. We have a crew on the way to the scene right now. Once we know more, we'll pass.
Now at 5:30, a gun left in a car results in a child getting shot. It happened at a Snellville Chipotle Sunday afternoon.
CBS 46's Yasmina Alston obtained the incident report. She has new details on how it happened.
And it's very tragic that happened.
Shocked is how most customers at this Snellville Chipotle reacted to hearing of an accidental shooting involving a child. Snellville police say an 8-year-old boy was accidentally shot in his family's car Sunday afternoon. According to investigators, the gun was left in the car while the boy's mother went inside to pick up food. An incident report states that the 8-year-old boy and his brother were playing around in the car when they kicked something hard under one of the seats. The report states the 8-year-old boy picked up the gun, pointed it at his own face, and shot himself, according to his brother's statement. The report continues to say the gun belongs to the boy's stepfather, who told police he usually keeps it under the seat, but didn't know his wife was taking the car. One customer tells me it's tragic, but could have been prevented based off what he's heard.
It definitely could have, in my opinion. It should have, if not been on his person, it should have definitely been secured.
The child was conscious and alert when rushed to the hospital from the scenic highway location. Progan Smith says he used to work at the Chipotle and heard some of the employees stepped in to help the injured child, an act of kindness that doesn't surprise him.
It's no surprise that that's how we respond. It's how we were trained. I'd say just human nature to want to help. That's not surprising at all that people were willing to help.
And as of this afternoon, there have been no updates on the child's condition, and we are still working to learn if there will be any charges. In Snellville, Yasmina.
K-Ro in the building. Hey, Caribou. Now, Jason, I blame the parents. And I blame the dad. But I really kind of blame the mom. I'm sorry. Because the mom is the one that took the car. And I'm sure by him saying to the police, that he usually keep it under the seat, I'm sure mama knew that he carries that under the seat. So she should have checked when she got in that car, see if it was under the seat before taking them kids. And what's so wrong with taking your kids in Chipotle? They don't want to sit in the car. What's so wrong with taking them in there? Put their mask on. Tell them to put their mask on. They old enough. And we all going to snow together.
There's so many underlining things to this story. And the reason being is because I partially agree with you, but then I don't, right? Like, we online order. You put the kids in the car, you run down the street, stay in the car, hop out for 5 minutes, grab your shit and go back in. Right? That's the thought process, right? I get it. But you know what I'm saying? Kids playing around, this, that, and the other. I put blame on the father. And the only reason why I put blame on the father is simply what the young man said too. It one should have been on the person. It should have been on him, period.
Exactly.
Like, he should have been wearing it. But two, it should be in a lockbox or in a, like, you know what I'm saying, some kind of contraption in the vehicle, especially if you know you're always having it in your car. So it sounds like he has a permit for it. He's going to have, all the things necessary. What he may get in trouble for is not concealing it properly.
Exactly.
And that's the issue, right? So if you do have a firearm, you need to consider it need to be in a box, regardless if you have regardless of whoever's going to take your car. Like, you have children, so in every space besides on your person, which even then your holster should have a type of mechanism, which they make those that is childproof, but it should have been locked up properly no matter what. Because what if you took your children? Period. You know what I mean? You can't take that firearm into Chipotle. All Chipotles have no firearm on premises. So, I blame him.
You're right. We definitely blame him. But I'm just gonna say I blame the mama too. I do. I blame the mama too because I just really feel like she should have checked because I know she know.
But I once again I see where you're coming from.
She could have just ran and jumped in.
That's what I'm saying. I see where you're coming from. and I get it, but I don't think that's the thing that they, you know what I'm saying, someone was thinking about. Like, if my husband carries or my boyfriend carries, I'm gonna always think that it's on him. I'm never
I'm
gonna think that
definitely
you
gonna
have it in
think
the
that it's
car.
on him.
So you're not gonna hop in a car for a 10-minute drive, and you're gonna super check the car to make sure that the gun is there. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, unless every time we get in the car together, I
True.
see him put it under the seat.
True.
If every single time, if I see that he has it on him and we're in the house, and every time he leave out that door by himself, he got it on him, that's different. But if I get in the car with him, every time we go somewhere, and he always put it under the seat, and I literally see him, and this is a habit of taking it off of him and putting it under the seat. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to drive like this. Let me take it off and put it under the seat.
Right.
Okay, I didn't tell him I'm finna use his car. I'm just finna go. And I got
Because
my
it was in
kids
the way.
with me.
Yeah. I
You know what
feel
I'm
it.
saying? Let me just check and make sure. But it could go either way. It could be I was in such a big hurry and I just
Yep.
jumped in the car to go. You know what I'm saying? So it could go both ways. But at the end of the day, try to prevent it. And
Always.
to prevent
Especially
it,
if you have family that carry firearms. Yes.
exactly. And to prevent it, to me, was her checking, for the simple fact he didn't know that she was even leaving in the car. You know what I'm saying? He probably, if he would have known, hold on, let me go get this out the car right quick.
Facts. That definitely would have happened. Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So who knows? But everything is allegedly.
Oh yeah. 100% allegedly.
Yes. So we finna get into we got 2 more stories, okay? And here we go. The last one is an update, Jason, and everyone that's watching. The last one is an update. Here we go.
County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shootout in Winter Haven that left 1 man dead and 4 others fighting for their lives. And tonight, our Brittany Mueller tells us deputies need your help in tracking down the suspects.
It all began after 1 a.m. when 4 men left a bowling alley in this silver Camry. The Polk County Sheriff's Office says a 26-year-old driver was heading north on Buckeye Loop toward Martin Luther King Boulevard when 2 men in a dark-colored sedan began following and pulled up beside the Camry. Sheriff Judd says a running gun battle began.
The suspects in the black car or the dark-colored car, or the suspects in the Camry, we don't know.
The silver Camry went off the road. That's where Winter Haven police found dozens of bullet holes, both entering and exiting the car. The 20-year-old passenger sitting in the front died. The sheriff says he was found with an assault rifle strapped around him and another gun on his waist.
This 20-year-old young man, really a kid, was living with a gun and he died with it because of a gun. There was a shootout.
The 3 others who were in the Camry are in critical condition at the hospital. Investigators say the driver was shot 8 times. A 17-year-old passenger was shot at least 7 times, and another 17-year-old shot twice.
We had young men with guns, with marijuana, with cash, and a running gun battle ensued. And that's things that just don't happen in this community, and we're not going to allow it to happen in this community.
Meantime, the dark-colored car continued on, then dropped off a 21-year-old man who's in critical condition at the hospital, then took off. Reporting from Polk County, Brittany Mueller, 8 on your side.
And we want to let you know that the sheriff's office says its aviation unit also spotted a 3rd car in the area at the time of the shooting. Winter Haven police chased it. Officials say 2 people jumped out and they were arrested, but the driver got away. That car was later found on fire and a handgun recovered inside. Lots to tell you about this on this crime. Investigators are not saying, however, how that car is connected to this shooting.
That was a lot.
Yo,
And
was
it all
that
started
Ghost? Was that Ghost and Tommy? Jeez.
That's what it sound like. That's what it sound like, Jason.
That's a whole power episode right there.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
I really don't know what to say about that one. That is beyond me.
Well, one thing that I have to say is I agree with her when not her, but with the guy, the man, when he said that they had the gun, they had the weed, they was young. You get all of that. That's a recipe for disaster.
Facts.
You got all your friends in the car with you. That's why my mom and them didn't really want me hanging out with my friends. If it's a car full of us, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. I
Well,
remember we was chasing motherfuckers down the street in cars.
yeah,
They chasing us, we chasing them.
they were
Type
really
shit.
about that life. They were really about that life.
Yes, trying
And
to fight.
and simply
Trying
said
to
it, you
fight
live
for
by the
it.
gun, you die by the gun. So,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
terrible battle.
Terrible, terrible. And everybody got messed up. Everybody.
Right.
So, y'all, that's a sad situation. So, we are at our last topic for the night. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate it, boo. Nicole went ahead and she let me see, let me put it back up. She made a donation. She made a donation. Jay's like, oh, let's give her an applause. Thank you, Nicole. So, y'all, we finna move right along. This is our last clip for the night before we get into our motivation. Like I said, it is an update. So, here we go. Now, I know y'all remember, okay? Jason, you too. I know y'all remember when them two little white kids, they ran away from one of the homes. The little homes for the kids that be in trouble or parents don't want them no more, whatever. And they go to a group home. That's what it was, group home. They ran away from the group home, went and broke into somebody's house. This sound familiar, Jason? And had a shootout with the police officers. Do y'all remember that? You don't remember?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, it's okay, because if y'all go back and look at it, the missus covered it. I sure did. And here is the update on what's going on. 12 and 14 years old. Girl and boy. Here we go.
This hour, a 14-year-old accused in a shootout with Volusia County deputies was ordered to be held on no bond today.
The state attorney decided Nicole Jackson would be charged as an adult Thursday. Jackson and a 12-year-old escaped a local children's home before getting into that shootout. Rush's Bob Hazen joins us live. And Bob, what happened when she faced the judge?
Yeah, well, this was a very short hearing. She was in a jail jumpsuit and shackles. She didn't say very much at all, but was told she'll have to stay behind bars.
Nicole Jackson's hair covered most of her face as she went in front of a judge charged as an adult. The 14-year-old spoke only one word when she appeared confused by what a judge was asking her.
Okay, let me give you the short version of the rights that you have today for first appearance.
This is our first time seeing the teen girl in person since she was accused of getting into a shootout with Volusia County deputies. Investigators say she had run away from the Florida United Methodist Children's Home along with a 12-year-old boy who's facing charges as well, though his case is in juvenile court. They allegedly broke into a house, then used the homeowner's guns, firing shots at deputies until Nicole herself was hit several times and taken to the hospital. The girl is now facing serious charges, including attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. In court, the judge told her, at least for now, she will have to stay in custody.
There is probable cause for those charges against you, and the bond on the first two charges is going to be none.
The state attorney has said that he hopes both Nicole and the 12-year-old boy will get help while they're being held in custody. And even though attempted murder of a law enforcement officer is normally a crime punishable by life in prison, that won't be the case here because state law has it such that children who are convicted of such crime can have a lighter sentence given down by the judge. Reporting live in Daytona Beach, Bob Hazen.
All right, and this is what they look like. Look at him. Now, she looked like she said, get your ass out here with me. Come on. Get the guns. Let's come on. We finna get their asses. We finna get there. She looked like she was, look at that, y'all. She looked like she was the ringleader. And he looked like she made me do it. I didn't know
Right.
what was going on.
You know what could be? You know what could be a crazy story? Is that she was trying to protect them because they was probably getting beat up on, touched on, felt up on.
That's not true. But go
And
ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you probably know. I don't know. I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, we got a couple clips.
okay,
And the daddy has said, and y'all gonna see it, but the daddy said that she had just only been there for 2 days.
Oh shit.
And so she only knew him for 2 days. But at the same time, in those 2 days, Jason, it could have happened.
Right.
He could have been being bullied.
Right. And
You
she
know,
was
but
like,
at the same time,
I'm gonna be your angel.
exactly.
Let's
But
get
at
out
the
of
same
here.
time, that's when the parents come in. Y'all got to make sure y'all kids are strong enough and wise enough. I don't care how old they is. Strong enough and wise enough to know that's not right for me to do. You go do that by yourself. I'm not gonna go do that.
But you know what? Something happened to that family dynamic for them to be in there anyway.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So it was a
But you
broken
can at
home
least
from the
try to
get go.
teach them a little bit before they go.
Yeah.
But he
That
wasn't
would be
nothing
the
but
perfect.
12.
That would be the perfect world. But obviously, something was going wrong for those two children to be in that place, that
In
facility,
that place.
and they didn't want to be in there no more.
Nope.
And I
Because they
think it just
ran
went.
off.
I think it just went left when they broke into that house.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I'm saying. And then about when they broke in there, alarms went off. Police showed up. They seen the guns, and she was like, "Well, they not taking me back there."
Oh, well, I'm finna play this next clip, Jason.
Let's go.
And Peaches and Mr. Peaches, and y'all gonna see what this little girl, this little thing had to say. This is what she said. Pay attention. Here we go. Yeah, this is it. Here we go.
We're getting our first look at the 12-year-old boy who cops say opened fire at deputies along with a 14-year-old girl. Today he was in court, and considering his age, it's hard to fathom the charges he's facing. Many news outlets have decided to show his face, even though he's a minor, because of the seriousness of the incident and the charges. Les Trent reports.
He looks like he could be in the principal's office for some silly prank at school. But this 12-year-old is in huge trouble with the law.
You're also charged with attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer.
Travis O'Brien and a 14-year-old girl are accused of opening fire on cops during a 30-minute shootout.
Shots fired. Everybody get hard cover. They were coming out to kill cops.
The 12-year-old did not speak during today's hearing, at which the judge referred to him as Mr. O'Brien.
Thank you, Mr. O'Brien.
Cops say the boy and the girl ran away from a home for troubled youth. They broke into a house and found 2 shotguns, an AK-47, and a handgun. When cops arrived, the girl reportedly said to the boy, "I'm going to roll this down like GTA," referring to the violent video game Grand Theft Auto.
Shooting out the rear window toward my direction.
Deputies ducked for cover behind trees.
They just busted out the window in the back. Stand by. Female has a shotgun in her hand. Stand by. Put the gun down now! She's got the AK and the shotgun. She's wrapping around the top of her neck.
Then came the stunning realization that they were being fired upon by children.
Hey guys, just hold behind hard cover. Let's not shoot these kids, man. Let's just hold on. Take our time. 10-4, they're shooting at me. She's re-racking around inside the shotgun. All right, let's not engage them anymore. Let's not challenge them. Just hold behind hard cover. We're just going to hang out here.
You can hear one officer praying it doesn't end badly.
Don't let me do this. Don't do this.
You can hear the restraint of the deputies pleading not to have to use their guns.
Cops say the girl, seen in this photo given to the news media by her father, was shot and wounded when she refused orders to drop the shotgun and opened fire from behind a parked car.
You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, at least 10 bullet holes.
30 seconds later, young Travis O'Brien came out of the house with his hands raised.
They shot through the bedroom window. They shot from the garage door. This is like Bonnie and Clyde.
Now these juvenile Bonnie and Clyde desperados have to face the music.
You're also charged with attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement.
They good. Jason, they good. Y'all, because I'm telling y'all, now I ain't got my lip gloss with me right now, y'all. I gotta get it out the thing, but I gotta put something on my lip. I wouldn't give a damn how old they was. Shoot at me if you want to. Shoot at me if you want to. Shoot
Hella
at me if you
fact.
want to.
Hella
That's all I got
fact.
to say. I ain't gonna keep it going because I don't want them to block this video because this is a good ass show tonight. But baby, shoot at me if you want to. I don't care if you doggone 5 years old. Not
Hey,
5 years
look,
old.
but the
Hey,
statement of
put it down now.
we gonna roll down on them like GTA.
Grand Theft Auto.
That's crazy, yo.
Somebody asked me, do Trey play Fortnite? No.
Nope.
No.
Our
Trey
children,
plays Super Mario Brothers.
our children barely. We just got an old Wii from our grandparents, and they just now learning how to play the basketball and bowling. That's it. We ain't getting into none of those games. You feel me?
Thank you. Thank
But
you.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I really need to know what's going on with the mind capacity or the stability of these children for them to go out and think that this is okay. Let alone her being able to shoot a shotgun at 14, or she's 16.
No,
And an
they was 12 and
AK-47.
14.
Oh, 12. Oh, so
He
she
was
14?
12, she was 14.
Like those are some
And she's
powerful
actually being
guns.
tried as an adult.
Correct. Those are some
Mhm.
powerful guns.
They be taking their kids. Them white folks be taking their kids out in them, especially up north, where we both from. But we wasn't going out there to the fields. But they was going out there shooting deers and shit, teaching them kids how to shoot, all that. Me and Poolie saw an 8-year-old on YouTube
Right. Yeah.
shooting good,
Mm-hmm.
shooting better than me.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
But
I
she
mean, I
went
ain't
for
the best shooter,
man. What would
but
make
she
you
was shooting better than me.
the that's crazy, guys. Like
It's
seriously,
crazy.
guys. I'm lost
It's
for words.
crazy. Well, I know y'all probably wondering, where is these parents at? Where the
That part.
parents?
For real, for real.
Well, don't worry, y'all. I got the daddy. Here we go.
Father of the girl who opened fire on cops is speaking out today.
She has a gunshot wound on her neck. She got shot in the neck.
Steve Jackson told me he was in disbelief when he learned that his 14-year-old daughter was involved in the Bonnie and Clyde shootout, along with a 12-year-old boy.
I didn't think a little 14-year-old girl would be able to be capable of firing a shotgun.
The wild gunplay started when the youngsters ran away from a home for troubled children outside Orlando. Police were called to the facility 289 times last year alone to deal with various problems.
That 14-year-old over the last year or so stole a bunch of puppies, gets put into a halfway house in Flagler County, burns the home down. So what do? They send her to Volusia County.
What was your reaction to the police chief's news conference? Man, he was pretty harsh. Really made it seem like Nicole was a hardened criminal.
No, my daughter ain't no thug. She ain't no gangster and nothing like that. You know, she stole puppies. What kind of gangster steals a puppy?
This is not the first time the girl has found herself in the headlines. Just 2 months ago, she was charged with setting 6 bushfires with a cigarette lighter. Police were referring to her as the fire starter.
I know she has done some things in her past. She's also changed medications. She has mental disorders that are diagnosed.
The pair broke into a house where they found an AK-47, 2 shotguns, and a handgun. A wild 30-minute gunfight ensued when cops came to investigate. It only came to an end when the girl was shot, when cops say she refused to put down the shotgun. The boy surrendered 30 seconds later. Were they boyfriend and girlfriend?
No, she was just in that home for a few days before all this happened. They only knew each other less than 72 hours.
Jackson says he realizes the cops acted with remarkable restraint.
Don't make me do this. Don't do this.
this is a tough thing for any parent to go through. What would be your message to your daughter today?
Yeah, I love you. I wish I could be there next to you, you know? I'm glad that you woke up. I'm glad that you're safe.
Okay, so let me say this. I love my kids too. I'm sure he loves his kids. I'm sure he wish that he could be in there with her. But did he not see the same shit that we saw? I'm just trying. What you mean she ain't no bad person? Something wrong with her. She shot at the police. She ain't throw a rock at the ice cream truck.
Right, yeah. She re-racked the shotgun and kept shooting. That's 30 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying, just from visual, Pops might have something going on himself, you know what I mean? And you know, she walked down a different road than a lot of others. And to call her to be like, you know what I'm saying, so it's like he's rewriting the definition of thug. She's a thug. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, she's a menace to whatever society that she's in right now, even plain old just our society. You know what I mean? She's a menace.
She was shooting to kill.
Well, not even that. I mean, but if we're looking at her past, you know, so she's stealing. Yeah, if it's a puppy, it's a puppy. Whatever, she's stealing. And to set a house on fire, like, people could have died. You know what I mean?
And now she done did it again.
Right. She went a step further.
Just like the boy at the beginning of the show, the rapper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 14 years old, he was caught with the gun.
Yo,
16 years old, he done shot it.
Where's the Boys and Girls Club at? Where's the places that these children, the churches that and other places these children need to be going to find refuge, to find other people that can or mentors that can help them out of this solution. You know what I mean? Like, it's ridiculous that they are the children are not being cared for right now, that they can go out and be this vigilant, this disordered. You know what I mean? Like, it's beyond me to know that people ain't got a track on their children.
Or not even so a track. You know that they're not as normal as other kids. Like, you know something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know that they acting a little strange. I don't know why they acting like this, but you ignore it. Now, Tanisha, hey, Tanisha, boo. Hey, Miss Barbara.
That's
hey,
a hell of a statement right there.
Tanisha said, if the police only showed this much restraint with Tamir Rice with his toy gun, shaking my head. Exactly. Because, Tanisha, I know you was just listening when you heard the missus say, I wouldn't give them how old they was. You're not finna shoot at me. I don't care. I'm not finna just let you shoot at me. Especially if I'm armed. I'm not finna let you shoot at me.
I understand. But in a way, I do commend the police for doing that.
I definitely commend them.
But at the end of the day, too, there's so many other stories that look like us that don't have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy wasn't the same. Maybe now, after everything that happened and all this stuff that's been popped off with, you know, all the civil rights movements that we've been doing and taking place, they have a whole new outlook on it. But then again, I don't know if we do date back to the earlier conversation or the earlier clip. You know, the police had a scuffle with the guy. That's why they end up both getting shot. You know, maybe if they took a little bit more time to talk to him, I don't know. We don't know, but
they took their
to be able to sit to be able to sit 30 minutes during a shootout with children like this is, you know, that's a whole different speech now.
Praying and
because they don't look like us. They don't look like us, and that's why they got that opportunity.
But did you hear me? Praying and pleading to God that He don't shoot them.
Right.
Now, how often do you hear that happen? Now, this could have been a situation with a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old, and black, baby, they would tow our kids up.
Hell of a threat. Hell of a threat.
One shot went off, and our kids would have been gone.
They fear for their life, allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. I gotta make sure I say that a lot.
Allegedly, right.
But that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Now, y'all, that's the end of that topic. I really, really appreciate y'all. We have come to the end of our show, but we got to play our motivation. And before we play our motivation, I want to show y'all the new additional logo, because we still gonna keep Peachy Kisses, but this is the new additional logo to Peachy Tea Time, my baby. Peachy Tea Time is my baby. I love it. But this is my new additional baby to Peachy Kisses, which will be on sale starting on Monday. This is our new logo that will be on t-shirts and on hoodies. The new Unapologetic, baby.
Hey, let's go.
Yes. Yes. The missus is always unapologetic. I am. I have a black sweater that I wear with white words that say unapologetic, and that's where the whole thought process came from for this. And I'm always saying, oh, I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that. For people that know me, I'm always apologizing. And since I've been on this show, let me take it down. I'm bring it back up. But since I've been on this show, and covering these clips, and I'm able to voice my opinion, because it's my show, because I put the money up behind my brand and I believe in my brand, I can say how I feel. Now, sometimes I can't say everything how I feel, but for the most part, I can look at Jason. I can't say everything, but for the most part, I can say how I feel, and I'm unapologetic about it. So I hope you all like it. Tiffany said, hey, fire. I love it. I did get a few of my friends a t-shirt. So you all will be receiving them soon. But on Monday, they will officially be on sale and be on the website. Shout out to Fred, baby. If it wasn't for Fred, this would not be possible. Fred, he designed all my artwork. Me and Fred be going at it, y'all. We do be going at it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But we both know that it's truly genuine. He knows that, I'm there for him. He's there for me. And Fred all the way in Africa. I ain't never met him a day in my life. But when I tell you, I'm so excited for what we got going on in the future. And right now, baby, it is unapologetic, baby. Unapologetic. So I'm so happy. So these shirts will be for $25. $25. Eventually they will probably go up to $30. But as of Monday, you can get them for $25. Okay? Now, Tanisha says, hold on, let me go big. Tanisha said, this is a dope platform, Tanil. I'm glad I was just put on. I'll be tuning in regularly because I love these type of discussions. Thank you, Tanisha. Now, Tanisha is the first person, as you guys can see. So I want to say this, on Mondays, it's called Once Upon a Time with the Missus, 9:00 p.m. Eastern Time. And I discuss a little bit more about myself, put myself out there a little bit more. But at the same time, we still talk about some type of crime because that's what Peachy Tea Time is about. We bring crime to the forefront from all over the world. But we try, I'm not going to say it happens all the time. As you can see, the clip that we just showed. But we try to focus on our Black community, hands down. But sometimes we show other things in other communities. I'll say that, other communities. On Wednesday, which is, and it's going to kind of be strange to y'all that y'all probably may not understand or you may not get it. I don't know. And a lot of you may get it. But Wednesdays is Peachy News, and that's my favorite favorite part of Peachy Tea Time. Peachy News is the best to me. It's everything. If I had to give up every part of Peachy Tea Time, I would definitely keep Peachy News. Because I feel like the things that we bring to you all is things that you need to hear. And we need to be aware of what's going on, not just what's going on in front of our doors, or what's just going on in Atlanta, or what's just going on in Wisconsin,
Minnesota, which is some crazy stuff right now. We just had a school shooting, not a school shooting, but a shooting at a school.
Mhm.
And a young man was shot earlier this morning downtown by the police. So
See,
pray for Minnesota, man. A lot of things may be happening within the next couple of days that we stand
prayers
tall now.
going up. Prayers going up. Saginaw, Detroit, anywhere, California. We go all over. Jason, you better tell her. Houston. We go everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere. So Memphis, as y'all can see, we was in Memphis. We stay in Chicago, baby. We stay on y'all asses in Chicago, baby. We stay on your asses. Because Chicago, they need the most help. That's how I feel. So not only that, y'all in the comments tonight, baby. Thank you. Mama said, Mama Peach. That's my mama, y'all. Mama Peach says, awesome. Tanisha said the 15-year-old that was killed at the school was the son of an activist that she follows.
Yeah, that's here.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was between two young men. You know what I mean? And there's not a lot to the story quite yet, but it's definitely a big tragedy.
All right. Well, y'all, Tanisha, you're in for a treat. And this is also my favorite part of the show. Oh, I didn't finish. I'm sorry. Fridays, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We on at 9:00 p.m. Eastern. On Fridays, Tanisha and everybody that's watching that's new, I'm on with my husband, and we talk about love and relationships, which we also bring crime into that because that's what we are about. So you may see on Fridays that the wife done killed her husband, or the husband done killed his wife. Some shit like that. I don't know. You never know. But we also have fun. We laugh, we kiki, we do all of that. Okay. Then Saturday, I'm at the radio station, Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. With your girl, the missus with the kisses. Yes, each and every Saturday, 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time, where I interview independent artists, comedians, also business owners. So if you know somebody that knows somebody that's in any of that caliber, please send them to me so they can have some spotlight, get that exposure from the radio station, which is internet radio, which is everywhere, all over the world. So that's what I do. And I got a 4 and a 7-year-old and a husband. Jason, tell them what you got going on over there, because what you got going on over there amazes me with your babies.
Thank you, man. I got 3 little ones, man. We're looking at a 2-year-old, 4-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Maintaining a home, and then I also have 3 different podcasts myself, and just steadily trying to grow and be a part of the community and learn myself all in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So that sometimes is a tough thing to hold on to and comprehend. But we all doing it, man. We doing it.
Can you do me a favor going forward on the show?
100%.
Can you, when you got your name on there, let me show you what we got. We got thank you for joining me. So hold on. Where you got your name at on here, Jason?
Yep.
Can you put a slash? 2 things I want you to do. I want you to put a slash in your Cash App, and then put another slash and put hashtag girl dad. Because that's what you are. You are a girl dad. You have all girls.
I do, and they getting at me sometimes. Learning how to do hair is probably my most fun but strenuous activity, man. I must tell you that.
Wow, yeah, that's okay. TT Neil, I teach you. I'll show you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to tap in. You fly. Yep.
And y'all, Jason has beautiful daughters. Beautiful, beautiful daughters. Now, Tiffany says, sis, you're so awesome and beautiful, and I absolutely love you and support you always. The topics you bring to the forefront are needed in our communities. Thank you so, so much, Tiffany. I really, really appreciate that just as well. I love you, boo. You my girl. You my girl. I love you, sis. Now, we got to get into our motivation. Once we come back from our motivation, we're going to give our commentary. And then we're going to drop our peaches, baby. And here we go.
When I look at people, I always ask the question, I say, man, tell me what Nike stands for. They said, oh, Inc., that's easy, just do it. I said, tell me what Adidas stands for. Oh, Inc., that's easy, man, impossible is nothing. I said, now tell me what you stand for. When people look at you, do they think excuses? When people look at you, do they think victory? When people look at you, do they think that's a person that's going to give me everything they got, not on some days, but on every day, and it's not going to be predicated upon if I feel like it, because I think we all know if we only worked on the days when we felt like it, none of us would get much accomplished. I'm talking about the real level of commitment, not the commitment that falls in line if everything goes right. I'm speaking of the commitment that says, I am going to stay true to what I said I would do long after the mood that I've set it in has left.
See, most people, ladies and gentlemen, are stoppable. Most people, all you have to do is tell them no. All you have to do is make it inconvenient for them. All you have to do is make it difficult for them, and they'll stop. See, when you go to get your goal, don't think that all you have to do is think positive and everything's going to work out okie dokie for you. When you go to get your goal, you are sending a telegram to Murphy's Law to visit you personally.
You thought you was just going to have a dream and a goal, and you were just going to wake up and just walk into the sunset. You're like, dream, boom. It don't work like that. You have a dream, and then life pumps you. Life pumps you and say, do you really want this? You're going to lose friends. Do you really want this? Do you really want this? Cousins going to abandon you. People that you used to be like this with going to think you bougie and don't want to deal with you. It's a part of it, but I paid too much. If I was going to quit, I would have quit in the abandoned building when I wanted to commit suicide and take my life. I should have quit when I heard my voice say, your mama don't want you. Your daddy don't want you. Take your life. I got through that. So why I'm going to quit over F on the grave? Come on. And so I'm telling y'all, you have come too far to quit now. You have invested too much to quit now. You have lost too much to quit now. Don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Get a reward for your pain. And so by being committed to everything that I started, I finished it. It built a certain type of spirit. It built a certain type of mentality. It built a certain type of individual. And so now I couldn't quit even if I wanted to. I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. I had too much sweat equity in my life and everything that I was doing.
You're too close to quit. Now, you gotta take another lap. You gotta take another lap, because you never know. This might be the one. You can't stop because you're tired. You can't stop because you got your feelings hurt. You gotta take another lap. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. You're gonna make it. You're gonna do it. You got an unstoppable fire. Come on, take another lap. Don't you stop. Don't stop walking.
Just like y'all be thinking every time y'all get a dude. This for the females. Every time y'all think y'all get a new dude, and y'all be like, he the one. He gonna be the one. Put that same energy into y'all life. Put that same energy into y'all life. Think your dreams. The same energy. This may be that one shot that I got. And I'm not gonna give up. That's how I feel. And I feel like that's how y'all need to feel. The same damn way. Me and y'all too. Always think no matter what your dream is, no matter what you done came up on, you know, when I say came up on, y'all know what I'm talking about, a come up, and you finally find something that you good at. When you find it and you enjoy it, and you find out that that's your passion, don't give up. Think that this may be this last time that I I can't give up. This might be the one. This might be the one time that somebody gonna see me, that I'm gonna put my everything into it and I'm gonna get it myself. You see what I'm saying, y'all?
Oh yeah. You know what? There's only a select few that get it right away. Like they have an understanding of it. Like when we look at like a sports athlete, right? There's some people that are just naturally athletic that can just do it without a doubt.
Yep. Yep.
Then there's others that have to work and work and
Yes.
work just to make it look like it's average or normal
Exactly.
or easy. Some make it look easy because it is easy to them. And what sparked me in this here, because it felt extremely personal, is that there's always a lot of times for myself that I'm like, God, I done had this person come with, like, for our story is pretty much the same. Like we started with some people and it didn't go well because the visions didn't align, the work ethic didn't align, and you had to dismiss yourself and separate. And then when you did that, it became so lonely and it became extremely hard and it became overwhelming and not understanding everything. And I was like, why do I have to do this? I shouldn't have to do this alone. But then that little voice in your head was just like, you just got to keep going.
You gotta keep
You got to
going.
keep doing it. You have to be persistent.
Yep.
I think back to a lot of times in my training days and my mentoring and management days when I was in sales. You have to be, I use two P's. You have to be persistent and not two P's, but you have to be persistent and consistent. You can flip flop them however you want it. You have to consistently be persistent, which means you have to always give you 110%, or you have to persistently be consistent. So that means you have to try until you make it, until you feel like you're in a space where you're doing exactly what you feel and it comes as ease. It comes with ease. But then once you get that ease and it's easy, you have to start to challenge yourself because you got to beat the plateau. You got to push yourself to that next level.
Exactly.
It's scary. I'll tell you right now, it's scary. I get scared daily because I don't know what that future may look like. And I'm afraid of the person that is right there on the other side, because it might be a person I can't handle. It might be too wealthy. It might be too amazing. Too many dreams coming true. And sometimes that's
Exactly.
scary.
You
But
better say it,
nonetheless,
Jason. You better say it. You
you
better
know what I mean?
say it. You better say it. And at the end of the day, you guys, you can never, ever, ever, ever give up on your dreams.
Don't give up on not
Never.
even your dreams. I'll take it a step further. I'm sorry, sis. You
No,
can't
you
give up on
fine.
yourself. You can't give up
On
on yourself. You can't,
yourself.
like, your dreams can
Yes.
change, right? And what you feel and think last year or 5 years ago, 10 years might be different from 10 years in the future. But the one thing that's going to be the common denominator is you. And you can't give up on who you are and who you feel like you are and what you want to accomplish in life. So that's you just not giving up on yourself. I follow this one guy. His name is Mr. Organic, and he made a statement in one of his songs, one of my favorite songs by him. And he made a statement in the very beginning. He said, "Believe in yourself like you believe in God."
Wow, that's powerful.
Yep. Every time I hear that, I go down, because there's a lot
That's
of people that
powerful.
believe in God to the very utmost the end, but they don't believe in themselves as much as, you know what I'm saying. So you got to put that same faith and that same desire back into yourself. And God's going to end up blessing you regardless, because he already knows you. He already loves you. He already believes in you.
Exactly.
You just have to do it for yourself.
You gotta do your part. You gotta do your part. So y'all, with that being said, now we finna drop our peaches. We're gonna start with Jason. Do your thing.
Say
He
less.
changed it. Hashtag girly.
I had to go ahead and change it real quick. You know what
Thank
I mean?
you.
So I'll drop it, man. And I want to say this, you just sparked it again. Now I'm gonna have a couple podcasts come out because I'm ready to talk about it. I own my own business. It's called Best LLC, and it's an acronym for Being Empowered Starts Today. We live life, we love unconditionally, and we seek growth. When we do all three of those, we're in our alpha state. So I need you to be primal and get after it. You know what I mean? Lastly, but and don't forget this one. This is the favor that I ask from you guys. Protect your peace and drink water.
And drink water.
Now, those three, Best has its own podcast, it's motivational lifestyles, where I talk about what's going on with me, not necessarily say what you have to do, but this is what's going on with me, and maybe it correlates with you and registers with you, and maybe we can have dialogue, or hey, this is what I'm doing, and maybe that even registers with you on how I'm changing that issue, making it a positive lesson, like right, that loss into a lesson, those type of things. And then I have another one called CTV Radio. That's kind of like my Peachy News. I'm really into music, and I love finding new music from indie artists, people that aren't mainstream, and really getting to know them for them, and understanding why they're doing it. And in the interim, listening to really good quality music that no one has touched or heard of yet. And then lastly, I have a one that's called Rad Bad Stay at Home Dad Podcast, where myself and another gentleman are stay at home fathers, and we talk about our journey and our lifestyles, and kind of what's going on in our household from our perspective, seeing that it's a new type of a gender role. So, chat, tap in with me.
All right, y'all. And y'all already know I'm the missus with the kisses. And y'all can find me on iTunes. I'm sorry, iTunes. On IG. Hey, IG. I ain't forget about y'all tonight, baby. Hey.
You can find me on iTunes. All mine are on iTunes.
He on iTunes. But yes, you can find me on IG under Peachy Tea Time. Time is spelled with the Y. Please go follow me. You can find me on YouTube just as well under Peachy Tea Time. And Peachy Tea Time is all spaced out, y'all. And then you can also find me here on Facebook under Peachy Tea Time just as well. And all I want to say is, sometimes we put things out there in the atmosphere. I want to bring that up tonight. I don't know why. But you put things out there in the atmosphere by speaking things to existence. And it might not be what you want. You know what I'm saying? And you end up speaking it anyways. Always be mindful of the things that you say.
You hear me?
Always be mindful of the things
Look,
that you say.
Just to give a quick breakdown, I don't mean to break you, sis.
Oh,
But
you're fine.
when you think of like the words and etymology of words, when we talk about spelling, when we break it down to the etymology of it, which is like the meaning, not necessarily definition of the word, but the meaning of the word. And spelling, when you spell out a word, it's a spell. So at this current moment, when you say something like "listen," and when you spell it out, you're actually putting that presence of the word onto your life. So it is absolutely important that you watch what you say, because you're putting that spell of that word, the etymology of that word, onto your life. So it's important. Absolutely.
Exactly. So that was one of the things that I wanted to make sure that I spoke on tonight. And please don't forget, you guys, to check me out on His 92.3, the real definition of internet radio here in Atlanta. Please download the app, His 92.3 ATL. And I'm on each and every Saturday, 3:00 p.m., where I'm interviewing independent artists, comedians, and also business owners. If you guys would like to be on the platform or you want to do virtual, please hit me up and you could be in the building, baby. And if I don't have a guest, y'all gonna rock it out with me, with my favorite indie artists. And hey, we're gonna have a good time.
We're gonna catch a whole vibe. You feel me? Shout out to Nicole, man. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for this comment. That right there, solidifies that I feel where I'm supposed to be. So thank you.
Yeah, it was an artist that you played started with a Z.
Zay baby or Z. Oh, it started with a Z.
Yes, they remade a song. I forgot what song.
Z Boy.
Z Boy. Yeah. Okay, I listened to that just right now. I be listening to that. That shit was hot. So I
that is a good song,
it.
Ain't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was. Now, Jason, do you mind? Because I see how you really, really enjoyed our talent for the night. Do you mind if I end the show with our talent that we had today?
Please do. And yeah,
All
please
right.
do.
This is Sammy Allen. She is singing Sessions 32 by Summer Walker, which is actually my favorite song. And it's not long at all. Not long at all by Summer Walker. But it is truly my favorite. You can find that song on all platforms. But when I first saw it, I saw it on the Tiny Desk for Summer Walker. And if you have never saw a Tiny Desk before, check out Summer Walker's The Tiny Desk. When I tell y'all, I played that over and over and over again. Jason, have you checked that out before?
Absolutely. And another one is to do T-Pain. T-Pain is exquisite.
T-Pain.
T-Pain and my guy Toby Nwinghe. So Toby Nwinghe, T-Pain, and her I will have to look up. The one you
Yes.
just spoke of.
All
Summer
right.
Walker.
Summer Walker. Off the chain, y'all. It was the best that I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest. What's his name? I can't think of his name. I'll think about it later and I'll show y'all on the next show. But here we go, y'all. This is Mrs. Sammy. Here we go. Sammy Allen. Bye.
With your love letters, I thought it made me feel better. I finally got you out my bed, but I still can't get you out my head. Ooh, I'm sending you one text at a time. Know you're by your phone, boy, pick up your line. I ain't too proud to beg, no. What's been said has been said. Ooh, I need you to know. You don't know what love is. I need you to know. You don't know. You don't know what love is. If you don't put up a fight, and you don't know what love is. If you don't stay up all night, oh, you don't know what love is. If you two gotta call many times, you say you know what love is, but I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, I swear you've never seen it in your life. Ooh, no. I swear you'll never see it in your life. Peachy time, Peachy time.